Hey, Teach.
Claude.
Settle down, will you? You're the victor, after all. I could have escaped, but I decided to say hi to Teach. Nothing to worry about. Deirdre has fallen and the Alliance has collapsed. There's nothing I could do to turn things around at this point.
You want me to drop my guard around someone who evaded detection by my soldiers? Impossible. Did you really risk coming here just to say hello?
I did. But mostly, I wanted to say goodbye. I'm leaving Fódlan. Lend you my... I knew I liked you, Teach. I dare say Fódlan would be a lot more peaceful without me around. Right, Your Majesty?
It's as you say. So long as you remain here, the faction of the Alliance that is against the Empire will continue to support you.
Too true. It's best if I leave this place altogether. I'll just have to find some other way to pay back my debt to you. All I ask is that you go easy on the Alliance. After all, no one there would dare defy you now. And please treat my former classmates well. I've asked them to cooperate with you if I lost.
Wait, did your scheming include a plan for if the Alliance lost?
You think too highly of me. It just seems that way now. Outside of Deirdre, most of the Alliance is unscathed and ready to join your superior strength. In all honesty, I was hoping to become a supreme ruler and lead Fódlan to peace myself. But that won't be happening now.
Claude.
Good luck to you, Edelgard.
We crushed him in battle, and yet... he really is difficult to understand.
Lady Edelgard, Deirdre is now completely under our control. As planned, the Alliance's affairs will now be overseen by Count Bergliez. Should the others return to the monastery and prepare to face the kingdom?
Yes, thank you, Hubert. Thanks to all of your efforts, our battle with the Alliance has reached its conclusion. However, we still can't afford to be careless. We must now join the battle against the kingdom. With the strength of the Church on their side, they will prove to be a formidable enemy. More than ever, your support is invaluable. We'll need it in the days to come. But for now, let's enjoy our triumphant return.
I'm so happy that the end of the fighting is near. Too bad there's still more violence to come. The Kingdom and the Church of Seiros are worthy for fighting. I will crush them into very small pieces.
Crushing wouldn't yield a lot of pieces, but I guess it would get the job done. With the Professor, we can't lose. Probably.
No one can stop us from pushing forward. No one.
Tempest of Swords and Shields.
And that concludes Count Bergliez's report. Just as Claude said, the old Alliance has willingly fallen under Imperial rule. However, knowing him, there is no telling what manner of poison could be waiting within. We must be careful not to expose any weakness.
Of course, though it seems we can now attack the kingdom without issue.
True. However, you should know that Lord Arundel has entered Deirdre. It would seem he has already started collecting the relics of the old Alliance.
Let him do as he pleases for now. It's not yet the time to chide him.
Understood. As for the kingdom, as we theorized, it is not entirely united. If we defeat the royal family of House Byleth, and a handful of other notable houses, it should fall under our control quite readily. Those we must target include the houses Fraldarius, Galatea, Gautier, and Karen. We have allies who are close to some of those lords. Perhaps that can be used to our advantage. Persuasion by tears or threats. Perhaps one would consent to act as a hostage. We must make good use of the tools given to us.
What about House Row in Aryan Road, the fortress city? Will they not side with us?
The head of House Fraldarius, Lord Rodrigue, has entered the city. It is possible that he has seized it.
I see. Then it might prove too difficult to strike Ferdinand right away.
Either way, When preparations are complete, we can begin our deployment into the kingdom.
That part of the plan remains unchanged. Professor, is something wrong? This month, we must again put all of our effort into preparing for battle. I'm counting on you, my teacher. Professor, you didn't hear anything just now, did you? Cute! Huh. Well, be that as it may, it is not your concern. It was nothing. You seem to be trying your hardest to infuriate me. Don't you dare say that again. It's just... well, there was a rat. I don't enjoy the company of rats. I believe I've told you about this before. About when I was held captive beneath the palace. There were a lot of rats there. To this day, I just... What? Oh, Professor, leave here at once. I recall now that Hubert needs to speak with me. I must change my clothes. Now! Whatever you do, don't look this way. Then forget what you saw. That's an order.
Following the Alliance's defeat, the Black Eagle Strike Force prepares to invade the kingdom. But the kingdom's new allies, the Knights of Seiros, begin to make an advance of their own. After appearing in Aelel, the Valley of Torment, and following the border south, the Knights of Seiros openly march to recapture the monastery at Garegg Mach.
Raid from the north! Their flag bears the symbol of the Knights of Seiros. One of our troops has already intercepted them. Your Majesty, please give us your orders.
From the north? Interesting. Could it be they journeyed through Aelel, the Valley of Torment? Is the Archbishop among the enemy ranks? If so, focus our attacks on her first.
Understood.
Our enemy knows Garegg Mach inside and out. They can come and go as they please. It would have been best if we had detected them sooner, but that can't be helped. Professor, we must hurry and intercept them ourselves. I'll leave the preparations to you.
Huh. The battle looks to be rather cumbersome. We are still guarding all of Garegg Mach, but there are undoubtedly numerous secret passages and magic traps. There is still much about this place that we do not know. It is quite possible they will attack from a location we cannot anticipate.
I must head out first to give my orders. I'll meet up with you soon. Call for General Randolph and General Ladislava. Hurry!
It feels like only yesterday we called this place our home. We must show these fools the error of their ways. They shall pay for the sin of invading Garegg Mach.
Oh, but the professor is fighting alongside our foe. The same one who saved my life.
That is true. Though I find forgiveness difficult, we do owe that wayward soul a debt. However, the fact remains that because of the professor, Rhea has long been tormented. To think that the vessel of the goddess, entrusted with the sword of the Creator, could go on to... it angers me to even think of it. All that has happened has changed Rhea. I imagine it has changed the professor as well. Even if we prevail, I doubt that the Church can ever fully return to the way it once was.
Brother?
Dear Flayn, I only brought you with me because you were so insistent. Still, no matter what happens, you must not go near the front lines. If something were to happen to you, it would utterly destroy me. You are my reason for breathing. Do you understand?
I understand. If something were to happen to you, it would break my heart. I could not go on either. I cannot help but wonder if there is a way to end this without fighting the professor.